I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. Bathrooms are small rooms and small projects that can have very big budgets because it is the second most detailed room next to your kitchen. Typically, you're going to have two types of bathroom remodeling projects. You're going to have one, we'll call them, they fit into two different buckets. And even within those buckets, there's different things, but we'll slot them into the first bucket is going to be updates. An update is basically nothing is changing where it is. You're not relocating anything. Okay. You are updating, but when you choose to relocate things, you're renovating. So that's the other bucket. Okay. So we're going to call them you're either replacing or you're relocating. So replacing means I'm taking out a toilet here and I'm putting in a toilet here. That's all I'm doing. Those projects can be very small. They can be very cosmetic. You can just say, I'm switching vanities and I'm going to paint the wall and change the hardware and the shower curtain and we're done. However, they can also be a lot more extensive. They can be full guts. And the more complicated your job is, that's going to impact your cost because it impacts expertise and impacts time. So if you're going to relocate things, expect it to cost more. Or if you're going to renovate, like say you're going to make the room bigger, things like that, that matters. But let's go back to the update phase. So if your update is more extensive, if you're going to rip out the tub and you're going to rip up the floor and you're going to need to take down the drywall, because once you empty the tub, you're going to rip out your tub and shower surround. Well, you're affecting the drywall around it because the tile will go past that. You're going to rip up the floor and you're going to have trouble. If you do the floor, the tub and the tiles for the surround tend to be on top of the floor, which makes it a little more extensive. You can't, replacing just the floor is a little tricky. And demolition is in a small room is very challenging. Oftentimes bathrooms are on the second floor. So you're going to have to think about how you're going to get things in and out. So even if you're updating and that's all you're doing, you have a little bathroom with a 42-inch vanity. Well, that 42-inch vanity's got to go all the way up the stairs into that bathroom. These impact your costs. So the toilet, you got to get the toilet up the stairs. Those things aren't light. You got to get the old one out. So the more extensive or complicated or more labor intensive your project is, the more it's going to cost. So when you see these videos that say, hey, I renovated my bathroom for under $1,000. Yeah, I don't know how genuine that is. You didn't replace the tub and tile. Because if you want to get an idea of how much your bathroom's going to cost, go on the internet and make a list. Okay. You have a list. You have a tub, you have a toilet, you have a vanity, you have a faucet for that vanity, and you have a fixture for your shower. Those 5 things. Make a list of those 5 things. Go on the internet at your local, whatever, Home Depot, Lowe's, Rona, big box store, and price out those items. Yeah, you can get really cheap ones. Sure. You can get a cheap toilet. Do you want a cheap toilet? I'm not saying it's got to be made of gold, but there's a reason some of the stuff is cheap. Okay. So even you go build out that list, put prices next to it, then realize you got to pay somebody either to get it, to bring it and install it, or you could pay to have it delivered. And you still got to pay somebody to install it. You also got to get the ones that are in there out. So we're just talking about that. You want to think about cost of paint. What a gallon of paint is, I'm in Canada, so it's like $90 Canadian for good quality paint. It's like $40 for a primer. It's another, I think, $60 for ceiling paint. And then you have trim paint. You're buying all of those. So just painting alone is going to run you a few $100 before you've even paid somebody to paint it. If you're going to paint it, yeah, you expect it, you're getting 4 different cans. You're up around $200, maybe more, plus the rollers and all that stuff. So expect just for you to DIY paint. Maybe you go a little more budget on the paint. you're still going to be 200 bucks, right? So bathrooms, the cost adds up fast. So if everything's staying where it is, that's one price. That's our update version. Let's go to our other version, which is the relocate and renovate. Now, what that means is maybe I want to add a shower, or maybe I want to add a double vanity, or maybe I have a closet on the other side that I'm going to knock out and I'm going to put a shower where the closet is, or I want to move. I want to put the vanity where the shower is and the shower where the toilet is and the toilet where the vanity is. Well, I will tell you, and I've said this probably in other versions of this, is it's easy to get water to go somewhere. It's hard to get it to go away. And your toilet is the one that is the hardest to move because the drain pipe is 3 to 4 inches in width. And you got to go through around the structure. And that is making something more complicated and affecting the other rooms. If you're going to knock out a closet in one room and add space, well, guess what? Now you're affecting that other room. Or maybe you're going to make the bathroom smaller so you can put in a closet in the other room. Well, now you're affecting other areas. Or you want to move the door. Oh, I'm going to move the door over. Well, now you're affecting the hallway. So it isn't as simple as saying, I want to do X, Y, and Z, and it's not going to, it's simple. Yeah, it's simple. That doesn't make it easy. The stock market is simple: buy low, sell high. There's a reason not a lot of people are successful trading in stocks because it's not easy, but it's simple. So as you go forward into your project, I want you to think about, are you updating or are you renovating and relocating? And what do you, as I've mentioned in a previous live stream, is what is it you have? What is it you need? What is it you want? All of this is interconnected in your process. Every renovation project has similar steps. You know, concept, cost, construction, completion is if you're a DIYer, right? If you're a contractor, it's going to be contact, consultation, cost, concept, cost, and then contract, construction, completion, right? And all of them start with C, which is fancy. Keep that in mind as you're going forward to guide you through your future bathroom renovation or current bathroom renovation. As always, I'm going to say thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.